Good morning, everyone. We are going to do just a little ab blast this morning. So I want you to just have some small weights close by. So they could be soup cans, light weights. These are like yoga balls. They're about 2 pounds each. And then have a medium size squishy bender ball or a kid's ball. If you don't have something that's got a bit of squish to it, you could use a pillow or throw pillow. I just don't have anything with beans or something in it where it's weighted down. You could, but you'd be advancing that up a little bit. And then if you have a block, this is a yoga block. There's some smaller in height yoga blocks that are foam, but bigger squares, or again, you could sit up on it to the pillow, okay? So we're gonna be sitting up onto it, and then we're gonna be using it when we go into some side body. So this is just a quick little kick in the pants to ignite your fire within, okay? So I just want you to connect your breath to it and move with me, okay? Do what you can. You live in your body, so modify where you need to. Today may be different than yesterday, may be different than tomorrow. So just go where you're at and meet yourself there, embrace it, and let's move, okay? We're gonna start on all four. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can keep the toes curled under, or you can flatten the tops of the feet out. Take a deep breath in here, and you're just gonna start to shift back and shift forward. Keep pulling the belly to the spine, long neutral spine. Holding it at center. You're going to start to go to the right and to the left. Shifting, compensating, pulling belly to spine, connecting your breath. Present. Holding it at center. You're going to shift forward, then over to the left and down to the left. Over to the right and up to center and reverse. So you're just stirring the joints and reverse. Keep pulling belly to spine. Stirring the joints nice and easy. Just use whatever breath works for you here, whatever breath serves you. One more time each way. Holding it here at center, take a deep breath in, scooping the tail, just warming up the spine, up into your cat. Big breath. And then releasing from the tail, opening the chest, wheeling the shoulders down, nice little extension, and again snaking through the spine, scooping the belly, rounding up. And last time, releasing from the tail into your extension. And then you're going to bring it to neutral. Take a breath here, take the knees wide, toes together, and you're going to push yourself back. Pushing into the heels of the hands a little bit. Breathe into it. Now from here I'm going to scoop my belly. So I'm rounding my spine, bringing the hands closer into shell and breathing into that flexion. And then I'm just going to re-stack my bones, okay? So we're going to use the block, and we're just going to twist our bodies a little bit. Or I'm going to drop the block. And I'm going to sit myself up on top of the block. Okay, so I'm up a couple inches here, but I'm wanting my hip flexors to turn off. So I'm going to lengthen my legs out. They're about the width of my mat. Digging my heels in, pulling my toes to the nose. I'm removing the meat from the bones, okay? So I'm sitting right up and anchored out of my sit bones. Tall out the crown of the head, all right? I'm actually going to use my ball for this, or you could use your pillow. I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm just going to twist the spine, but I want to keep that ball centered to my chest. I'm going to breathe in nice and tall, and I'm just going to smoothly exhale for a 3 count, and then inhale back to center. Staying tall, exhale. Inhale to center. Again, exhale. Inhale, center, drip the shoulders, exhale. One more each way, and exhale. Inhale, and again, exhale. Inhale to center. This time, I'm going to scoop back a little bit. So you got to make sure you're not going to roll off your block or pillow if you're up on it, but just a tuck of my tail almost. So I'm carving my belly deep to my spine, and I'm going to twist and lengthen, scoop, restack it. Scoop the belly back, open. I'm pushing through the heels to stay grounded, and restack. Carve that belly, reach into that oblique twist. Everything is staying connected. Bring it back, stack it up, and again, scooping, reaching, bringing it back in, and stack. One more each way. Carving that belly back, holding that carve as you open through that cross lateral line, reaching, bringing it back. Last one, drip the shoulders down, scoop the belly back, reaching onto that long line, yawning the body open, dig the heels in to anchor, and stack it back up. Nice. You're going to let go of the ball, and you're going to use your block now. I just want to get into a little bit more rotation. So I like this for my wrist. So you could be here if you don't have a block. You could be fist down, gives you a nice straight wrist. This gives you a little bit more elevation, and because I have a shoulder injury, it allows me to open up a little bit more. And because we're just warming up the body right now, getting it moving, it's kind of a nice place to be. So you're back in that 4-point position. I'm going to keep my toes curled under for this one. I'm going to send out the opposite leg to the arm that I'm going to open. So I'm going to open it up. I'm just going to twist. So I'm thinking of pushing down into those toes, reaching up through those fingers. And then I'm going to just bring it right back down. Same side. Lengthen and open. Breathe into that twist. And bring it back down. 2 more. Open it up. And down. Last one. Lengthen it back. Open it. And back down. I'm going to shift back. I'm going to move it to the other side. Take a big inhale here. If you're feeling super warm and you want more activation, this is where you're going to add that ball or that weight or that can of soup, okay? So you're going to step it back, reach, push the ground away, reach the fingers up, and bring it down. And again, lengthen, open, and bring it down. Again, lengthen, open. One more time. Lengthen it out, opening it up, bring it in, and release it. So now you're going to move that out of the way. You're going to bring your ball back into it. You're going to sit with the ball in between the knees. Have your weights close by. You won't need them right away. So we're just going to keep activating that scooped out C curve. So I want you to pick up your toes, fan the toes out, and then plant them down. So you really have to think about anchoring through your big toe, your pinky, your heel, and like there's a little suction cup under the arch of the foot. But this is your anchor. You're going to squeeze into that ball. That's also going to help you. You're going to sit up tall. You're going to grab behind the thighs. Elbows are out to the side. Just try and angle myself a little bit so you can see me. Okay, so you're here. I'm grounding through the feet, squeezing the ball. I'm tall. I'm going to find that little scooped roll back that we just did up on our block, and I'm going to restack it. Squeeze that ball, ground the feet, scoop. Inhale, carving the belly right from the kneecaps, scoop. I'm looking towards the ball, the pillow, the thighs, restack. 2 more. Roll it back, restack. Last time, roll it back. You're going to stay there. You're going to grab the balls. Okay, so same idea we did with the ball opening on top of our block. One arm's going to shoot forward. The other arm is going to lengthen. So here's the squeeze, there's the scoop, there's the reach. Carve it back to center. We're not restacking. And you're going to sweep and bring it back to center. Connect to that carve, that squeeze, anchor the feet. Open. Carve the belly to center, breathe, squeeze, open. Back to center, 1 more each time. Each time, each side, reach it. Pull it back in, scoop the belly, squeeze the ball, reach. Scoop it deep, restack, and let the balls go. So everything should be hot. Hot, 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 I hope. Okay, so move that out of the way. You're going to keep the ball, and it's coming back into the knees. Your hands are underneath the shoulders, toes are curled under. You're in neutral spine. Okay, so neutral spine, you're not dumping here. You're going to pull belly to spine. I know I have a baggy shirt, but pull belly to spine so the ribs and hips are connected. Take a deep breath in here. Toes are curled under. You're going to hover the knees. Hold on to that ball or pillow. Just hover the knees. Long line, tail out the crown of the head. Keep breathing. Push the ground away. Keep squeezing into that pillow, block, or ball. Breathe. That's it. Just fight it. Pull belly to spine. Push the ground away. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Push back. You could release the wrists. Wiggle out those fingers. You're going to go right back into that position. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale, squeeze the ball, lift the knees. That's it. You're going to shift through the toes and push the shoulders past the wrists and then back. And it's a shift and back. The knees are hovered, squeezing your ball or pillow. Pull belly to spine. That's it. It's 3 and shift. 2 and shift, just like in their little warm-up. 1, shift, center, let it go. Everything. Sucking the muscle to the bone. Wiggle it out. That's it. Keep breathing. We got 1 more. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Toes curled under. Belly to spine. Long line through the spine. Squeeze the ball. Lift the knees. And you're going to shift your knees to the right. Back to center. To the left. And center. Right. Center. Left. Use your breath. Over. Pull it back. Over. Pull it back. 2 more each side. Shift. That's it. Belly to spine. Keep breathing. Hold it. release it wide, toes together. That's it, round through the spine. Breathe into your shell. Push out of the heels of your hands to feed that carve. You're going to re-stack it up. You're going to take that ball and you're going to roll it in front. If it's a pillow or a block, you could just move it in front and walk your arms out to it. I just want it so that you're getting a nice opening through the armpit. Breathe into that long line of the spine now. Breathe from the tailbone, out the crown of the head, out the fingertips. Big breath in and out. Maybe you melt a little further each time. One more big inhale breath. And then you're going to exhale. Okay, so you're going to take the ball. You're going to put it underneath your scapula. So in between like your shoulder blades, okay? Find that spot. You're going to plant your feet, squeeze the legs together, interlace your fingers, take them behind the base of your skull. So it's like you're cradling or hammocking your skull. You're going to squeeze the legs together and you're going to unravel your bones into a yummy supported extension over top of your pillow or ball. Breathe into it. Big inhale breath. As you exhale, you push into the anchor of the feet, squeeze the legs, scoop low belly, so you're drawing low belly towards the mat into imprint. As you carve the belly out and you mush your spine out of that ball or pillow to help feed that forward flexion. So we're trying to find this C curve, the upper C curve. And you're going to unravel, inhale. You're going to exhale, squeeze, scoop the belly, and carve into that upper ab curl. So I'm not going to pull with my hands. I want to try and let my sternum go so I can hook into it, okay? And I don't want to drop my chin, all right? So I'm trying to stay in that supported place where I could kind of hang out here. I'm not back here and I'm not cranked forward. And I'm going to unravel back. Exhale, carve the belly, squeeze the legs, mush the spine into that flexion. And again, unraveling the bones. Exhale through the mouth. Exhaling through the mouth lifts up the pelvic floor, turns on your transverse abdominis, and imagine that hooking from your ribs to your hips like suspenders. 2 more times. Inhale, unravel. Exhale, scooping the belly, carving, breathing into it. Unravel the bones 1 more time, and you're going to scoop and you're going to carve. This time you're going to reach forward. So you're staying in this carved position, just reaching those fingers. Keep pulling the belly so you're in that tucked position, and you're going to bring one leg in and you're going to tap it down. Same leg, in and tap. I'm still reaching through my fingertips. In and tap. Tuck tail. In and tap. 2 more. In. Replace it. Toe, ball, heel. Take your hands behind your head. Inhale. Unravel the bones. Exhale, snaking the spine, curling, fiddlehead in towards each other. That's it. Big breath, reaching. Curled tail, bring that leg up, and you're going to tap, exhale, and tap, and keep reaching through the fingers, carving belly to spine. 2 more. Last one. Tap, reconnect the legs, hands behind the head, unravel back, big breath in. You're going to exhale, carve the belly, and bring yourself up. Nicely done. So you could always add on to that, but it's a beautiful way to find that upper kind of candy cane of the spine, so that upper part of your C curve into flexion. So now you're going to take the ball and we're gonna go underneath your underneath your sacrum. So think underneath your tailbone. You're gonna plant the heels and then just lift up those toes, spread the toes out, plant them down. So I want you to think about the big toe, pinky, and heel. Think about that suction cup again. Your feet are hip distance apart this time, and you're going to just hip lift straight up. The ball is going to come underneath your sacrum. So it could be a pillow here as well. You could, I suppose, use a block as well. It just might be a little bit firmer. If you're on a ball, you're going to have a little bit of wobbly happening, which is great. Activate the back line of the arms as they're down to the ground. The chest is open, belly to spine. We're going to go back into that leg lift that we just did, the toe tap. You're going to scoop low belly, and now you're mushing low belly towards the spine as you carve the tail. And then you're going to tap, but don't let go of the rib-hip connection. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Carve it out. Inhale. That stabilizing leg has to stay activated. Think about the midline, the medial side of the leg, wrapping towards center to help you stay connected like the legs are still zipped together. That's it. One more time. This kind of feels really good through low back. And then release it, toe, ball, heel, and then release the tail. Big inhale breath. Plant the anchoring of the feet down, root down. Arms are rooted, chest is open. Exhale breath initiates that pelvic wheel rolling as you bring that knee in. And then keep connected here as you tap. Exhale, pull. Inhale, so you're still releasing slightly, but not fully. So you're still in a controlled imprint of your spine into that ball. Pull it in. Inhale, tap. Exhale, carve out that low belly. Inhale. Exhale, connect through your TVA. Lift the pelvic floor. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, tap it down. Replace the foot. Take a deep breath, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, start to scoop that pelvic wheel. Roll it as you bring those knees in. You can bring one in at a time or both. So here we are. If you're on a ball, it's a little wobbly. Planting the hands, lengthening the legs. We're going to take it into scissor. You're going to bring one leg towards your head, one leg shoots away, and it's an exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Scooping low belly. That's it. Nice. And it's four more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Center. Take a deep breath in. Heels together, toes apart. And we're going to add breath to this one. You're going to exhale to lower. You're staying tucked though. You're staying in imprint. So I'm not going to go a whole lot lower than this because I'm going to pop out of that. Inhale to stay, and then I'm going to exhale. I'm going to curl the tail right up, feet towards me, almost into that jackknife. And I'm going to inhale, prepare. Exhale to lower, staying connected. Inhale. Exhale to carve and pull the legs back up. Inhale. Exhale. Lower and lift. Inhale. Exhale. Carve the belly out of that ball or pillow. Keep scooping, keep scooping, keep scooping. That's it. You're almost lifting right up and off it. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Keep carving. It's super connected. Exhale. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthening out and away. Stay connected. Keep pulling belly down. Scoop it, scoop it, scoop, scoop, scoop. and then release. Nicely done. You're going to plant the feet hip width apart. Take a big inhale breath. You're going to exhale, curling the tail all the way up. You're going to take that ball out. Take a big inhale breath at the top, and you're going to exhale and unravel the bones all the way back down. You're going to pull the knees into the chest. Big breath. Bringing one leg up or rolling onto the side to sit it all the way up. We're just going to end in a nice big side bend twist. So all of this, as stretchy and yummy as it feels, or hopefully it does feel yummy, it's also working. So just even now we're going to get into this nice big side bend. We're going to go cross-legged rather than in our mermaid. But just think, these are working stretches. These are tapping into all the itty bitty muscles everywhere through your whole entire torso, through the whole core unit. So just really be present in this because it's really good work. And you're going to fire up all those, wake them all up, all those itty bitty muscles that, you know, once our bigger muscles take over, they take a nap. So we're firing them all up, okay? So in this position, you could be back up on a block if you wanted to here. It would just give you, turn the hip flexors off. Maybe you don't have as much rotation open, and if that doesn't matter, you could, if it's too much to be cross-legged, you could prop yourself. Boom. Okay? Either way, what I'm wanting you to think of is you're rooting down through one hip. So even if it's lifting as we go, you're still intentionally rooting down. So let's start here and have your one weight or soup can or whatever close by. Taking a deep breath, I'm going to remove the meat from the bones, so I'm sitting right up out of those sit bones, okay? I'm going to exhale my ribs to hips, so I'm sitting in neutral spine. I'm going to take my hand onto the ball. I'm going to start in a karate chop. You're going to need to do what you need to for your shoulder joint. I have to play with mine because of my injury, so live where you're at, right? So I'm going to start in a karate chop. I'm going to do one without the weight. I'm going to inhale up. So before I even start going, I'm going to start to open that lateral side of my body. So I'm grounding through my right hip, reaching through my right fingertips, and I'm carving the underside of my body. Okay, so I'm kind of starting at rainbow. And then I'm going to keep rolling out. So I'm not collapsing into a nice big stretch. I know my shirt's baggy, but hopefully you can get that idea, that picture. Breathe into it. Reach up. And now ground through that hip and restack your bones. I'm going to add the ball to this. So at any point you can drop this out of the equation. Bring it up. Big inhale breath. Exhaling and start to open it. Inhale, and then I'm going to add a breath. Exhale, I'm bringing it down. So it's pretty heavy there. It's like, oh crap. Big breath in, grounding through that opposite hip. Big long line, reach it up. And I'm going to re-stack. Two more like that. Big breath up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So I'm going to stay there. Take a deep breath in. I'm going to add 2 little scoops of the belly and twist to the ground. And back into that side bend. One more time. I'm going to exhale, pull belly to spine, carve into flexion and twist it out. Find that side bend again. Big breath up and then ground and release. Nice, you guys. You're going to switch it up. Okay. So take a breath. I'm going to do one without. Big inhale up. I'm going to exhale. Start to find that rainbow grounding through the left hip, reaching through the left fingers, carving the right underside as I come out. This side feels way tighter than the other side. Big inhale breath. Exhale, ground, and pull back up. I'm going to give it a try with the balls, see what it feels like. Inhaling up. Exhale, open and carve. Ooh, that feels heavy. Big breath in. Exhale, ground and root down through that hip. 2 more. Big breath up. Exhale, opening, carving, staying connected. Big breath into it. And restack. One more time. All the way up to the top. Really open through that side body. Carve the underside. You're going to stay there. Big breath. And then exhale, scoop belly to spine as you find that little flexion and twist. Back into that side bend. Big breath. Again, exhale, pull belly to spine to initiate. Use the breath to initiate. Twist. Unravel it. Lift. And then re-stack it all the way up. Beautiful, guys. You're going to let that all go. You're just going to take a great big breath up and out. One more time, big breath up and out. You're going to leave one leg crossed, the other's going to come over. And if you need to modify the way you twist, that's fine too. Opposite arms coming underneath. I'm going to sit nice and tall. I'm going to take that hand behind me. Big breath. And I'm going to just exhale, find a little twist. I'm going to bring it back to center and let it go. I'm going to switch my legs up. That's it. Sit it up nice and tall. Hand comes behind. And then just exhale as you find that twist. And bringing it back to center. Take a breath. You can be seated. You could be here. Okay? I just want you to think of that upper ab curl. So take a big inhale. I'm going to do it from the side. Nice and tall. You're going to exhale, scoop the tail, carve the belly. Big inhale. Exhale, restack. All the way up tall. One more time. Big breath in. Exhale, start to carve the belly. So it's kind of like that seated cat. I'm using a little bit of traction off the knees to scoop that belly back to me. Big inhale breath. And then I'm going to re-stack the bones up tall. I'm going to take my arms in front, hold a beach ball, scoop the belly back again. Lots of flexion in the spine. And then I'm going to restack as I bring it up to a full moon. Lengthen the arms. Find a nice little side bend wiggle. Take a breath at center. Let it go. You could for sure spend some more time stretching here. You could run through that little series again. It wasn't a lot of information, but in the same sense it was a lot of information, especially if you start to pick up on all the different cues. I hope it felt really yummy in your body, and I hope it helped you connect to a deeper core ab connection than just crunches and crossovers and things like that. All of those are great things, but it's nice when you can tap into that deep fire in your belly, because it's really, really, really good stuff down there. Okay, guys, have a fabulous day and enjoy whatever the day brings, and enjoy the workout if you have time for it today, and take care of yourself. Stay safe. Ciao.